All right, please approach.
Drops.
Correct.
Okay. And that should be all under clarity. I do have one under mine. I'm getting the nod.
That's possible.
Okay. I have, so under my name, Brittany Redfield on behalf of Cortez Landrum, it's 25 CF 2342. There is a waiver on file for Mr. Landrum. We have reached an agreement. He lives up north, Judge. I'd like to get the 416 miscellaneous, if that date's available, in the morning perhaps. The intent would be he would fly down, resolve this case, and then return home.
Madam Clerk.
416 is
All right, 9 a.m. Change it, please.
Thank you, Judge, and I will be back later on. That should be all I have for now.
That's right.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, no waivers on file for my clients. First, Chris Garrett on behalf of Logan Quality, 25 CF 1647. Your Honor, we received an amended offer in this case. If we could leave him set for docket day on March 16th for clear to continue. At this point, I think there's a pretty high likelihood we'll get the case resolved.
So we continue on docket day.
Then Chris Garrett on behalf of Michael Spoliantopoulos, 25 CF 1712. Your Honor, he has been in the process of getting evaluated for Veterans Court for the last cycle. It looks like he's a good candidate. At this point, I anticipate him going into Veterans Court. We'd ask for a full continuance to May 11th. If he does enter Veterans Court, I believe it would be next week. So it'll come off the docket.
Steve?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
All right, so we'll set it on 5/11, and you'll attend that court if you please, and then roll off this docket.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Then Chris Garrett on behalf of Michelle Taylor, 25 CF 385. This is an Office of Statewide Prosecution case by may approach. I hope they're on Zoom.
Yeah, they're on Zoom.
Yes.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Judge, I'm well aware of what Mr. Garrett's going to speak to you about. We sent you a million times, I have no problem talking to Mr. about.
On 449.
So, Judge, I just learned that Mr. Garrett's client has got some type of plea agreement worked out. I've not received that I'm aware of a plea agreement, plea offer on Mr. Kendrick Ford Davis. The last place we were at, Mr. Ford Davis was, we had a deposition scheduled of the main officer, and he was not available for the date that he had set. So obviously that got canceled and was in the process of being rescheduled. That's kind of where we left off at. So I'd ask if the state has a plea offer, please send it, extend it, and let me talk to my client.
Judge, I will put together a plea offer for Mr. Notes and I'll email it to him, by the end of this week.
Okay.
All right, so with that, what disposition on 4 days?
Judge, I just ask to continue.
State any objection based upon the disposition of that case?
No judgment.
All right. Now, with that, both those cases are a bit long in the tooth, so we need to be talking about disposition of the
I understand, Judge. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so Ford Davis and Taylor will both be continued to file that.
Thank you.
Judge, I don't know if Mr. Riostri is in the courtroom. We still have defendant Burge, she's the last co-defendant on the case.
Mr. Riosty,
He wasn't here earlier.
He's right outside. He's right outside.
hold on just a second, and we'll do this.
Thank you.
All right, which defendant do you have, Mr. Riosky?
Your Honor, I'm defending Dorisha Burden.
And what's that case number?
Case number is 2025 CF 397C.
All right. And Mr. Nopes and Garrett both continued their cases. Mr. Garrett says he has a plea agreement, and the state's indicated that they're forwarding a plea agreement to Mr. Nopes. What's the status of your case?
My status is, the status is similar in the case. The state has an agreement. I haven't spoken directly about the terms, but I asked them that the case be continued one last cycle, and hopefully with hopes that it will resolve this cycle.
All right. So you have received an offer from the state, or you're just
I've
talking to them?
I've had some email discussions with regard to the fact that an offer exists, but I don't have the offer specifically.
Okay, state?
That's correct, Judge. I did send an email to Mr. Riosky to start the negotiations, but we haven't had full conversations as to what that negotiation would be.
Okay.
And I've been going over the discovery, the extensive discovery with Ms. Bergen. But I have hopes that the case can be resolved this cycle.
All right. Well, and you weren't here when I told the other two, but considering the age of the cases, I'll continue this time with hopes of resolution, and if they're not ready the next cycle, we need to be setting them for trial, because there's been more than enough time to move the cases forward to disposition one way or the other, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. And anything more for you?
No, Judge, those are the facts. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am, good day.
Thank you.
Back to you, Mr. Garrett.
Thank you, Your Honor. And finally, Chris Garrett on behalf of Miguel Vargas, 25 CF 880. We filed a motion to withdraw from this case before the last pretrial. After that, we did file a motion in order asking that he be allowed to appear by Zoom since he was out of state. I don't see him on Zoom, Your Honor.
All right. And I reviewed that. It does appear that you properly served him, so your motion is granted. Did you submit an order?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right, so we set this for the next cycle. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay, yes.
And Mr. Gillespie, who are you with today?
Morning, Judge. I've got Mr. Early, who's also in Zoom.
All right.
We're here on Jesse LaCoste.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tyler for Jesse LaCoste.
And that's 23 CF 312, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what's the status of this case, please?
Judge, I guess I can speak on that. I've talked to Mr. Early. He originally, give some backstory. Mr. LaCoste has been tried and convicted of a similar case in Escambia County and sentenced to 10-year state prison. We're looking at then trying this case over in Okaloosa next. After some discussions with Todd Early, I believe that the best plan is to go forward with the large racketeering and organized fraud case that we have in Escambia County. We had some issues in getting a willing parole motion set in Okaloosa due to some witness issues potentially, and I think it might be easier to just take care of all the matters in Escambia County first. That may result in a significant conviction and significant sentence, may result in a resolution of this case. So right now we're asking for a continuance.
All right, so.
Your Honor, I would agree with everything Mr. Gillespie said. We stipulate to a continuance in this matter, and I believe so.
But does it make sense to continue just once based upon what you're telling me about the case pending in Escambia County? I mean, I'm happy to see your faces on Zoom, but it doesn't make sense to come back just to tell me the case is pending in Escambia County.
I agree. What's the next court date?
It's 5/11.
We're looking at potentially June. I don't mind two continuances at this point.
Mr. Early,
No objection to that, Your Honor. I agree.
2 cycles, Madam Clerk.
That would be July.
July 15th, 13th, 7/13. Now, If it looks like the case is not tried, y'all file a joint motions telling me when the case is set, and we'll continue it again. Once again, I don't believe in busy work. If you're working on resolving that case over there, then let's go ahead and get it done if that's what the state agrees and the defense agrees.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
And Judge, I have one more matter with Mr. Cochran.
All right, yes, he is here.
Yes, Your Honor. I have Mr. Neil Scott. I'm going to ask to continue this to 5/11.
What's the case number, please?
Oh,
Mr.
sorry.
I'm sorry. I slipped off my rule this morning early, but we need to help
Yeah, I believe it's-
keep a good record.
22 CF 596.
596.
I have 586.
Well, maybe it's not.
Neil, Scott Neil, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. We were, the initial plan was for us to try it this period. I have some things I'm not going to be available for trial period. And we're working on a deal that may make this case go away.
That's correct. That's over a deferred prosecution agreement, essentially a pay and sort of dismissed after talking with the victim. If not, we do need to proceed to trial. I know it's an older case, but I've talked with Mr. Cochran. I know his issues that he's got from going to trial this cycle, but that's the plan right now. It may resolve. I'm hoping to hopefully have it resolved maybe later this week if we can have some discussions. So.
All right, so continue to 511, and if you don't have that agreement, then we'll try and get it set for the next cycle.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? You
Yes,
agree?
Your Honor.
All right, anything else for you, Mr. Glassman?
No, sir. Thank you for letting me appear via Zoom.
You're welcome. All right.
Your Honor, I do have one question. This is Todd Early. I have Emmanuel Ollie on the docket, but I understand you do inmates on Wednesday. Is that correct, Your Honor?
Correct.
Okay. I will be back Wednesday. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Granted. State reviewed and agreed?
We have, Your Honor. We have no objection.
All right. Mr. Stewart, and we'll be back to our Zoom here in a minute.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
May it please the court, Brad Stewart. The first client I have on the court's docket is Mary Davis. This is 25 CF 2170. Your Honor, we have deposition scheduled for April 27th. We do need to continue this to perfect those.
State, did you say 27 April?
That's correct, Judge.
That's correct, Your Honor. No objection from the state.
All right, 511.
Your Honor, the next client is Justin Hicks. This is 25 CF 1925. We have depositions again scheduled for the same date, April 27th. We need to continue to perfect those.
State has no objection, Your Honor.
All right, it'll be continued.
Your Honor, my next client is James Kletheimer, Judge. This is 25 CF 1824. We have deposition scheduled for April 29th in this matter. If we can have a 511 date as well.
State,
No objection, Your Honor.
429, you say your depots are set?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, 511.
Your Honor, my next client is Mandy Muncy, M-U-N-C-Y. It's 25 CF 2138. We have depots reset on the 429 date. I do need to continue this to 511.
All right, what happened? Why did they have to be reset?
Your Honor, there was a conflict with my office when we set those. We had an unexpected court date come up, so we had to cancel those and reset.
All right, State?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, matters continue.
And Your Honor, the last client I have on the court's docket that recently came on was Angel Lawson, L-A-W-S-O-N. I believe Ms. Lawson is present here before the court. Your Honor, I believe.
What's the case number?
25 CF 2053, Your Honor.
2053? Yes.
Your Honor,
No, I still show that with Mr. Nopes. Madam Clerk, do you have that?
I believe we filed on this on Friday, Judge, so the documents should be in the queue for next day.
Judge, that's correct, Mr. Stewart was appointed on the 3rd of March.
All right, go ahead.
You know, given the fact that I just came on this case, I do continue this to 511, so I can obtain discovery and complete the matter with Ms. Lawson.
No objection from the state, Your Honor. I've already requested that the discovery be sent out. We found out this morning that Mr. Stewart's taken it.
All right, matter will be continued to 511.
Your Honor, that's all I have before the court.
Madam Clerk, is that everything for Mr. Stewart? All right, very good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you now. Mr. Cotton.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Cotton.
Your Honor, Byron Cotton, the first case I have, I believe, still on documents, Gabriel Spencer, 2016 CF 2350, 2025 CF 2422. Your Honor, those were filed at that court last week, so those should, if they have not fallen off, should fall off your document.
That's correct on the 5th, Your Honor.
All right, Madam Clerk, do you show that? All right, very good.
Your Honor, the next case I have on your document would be Eric Miller. Your Honor, this case has some age on it. It's a late 24 case.
Case number, please.
So, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
That's okay.
24 CF 1927.
Old habits break, and I was just trying to be sure to keep a good record by keeping those case numbers flowing, so it's easy for the digital court reporters to keep up.
100%. Your Honor, this is an older case. I've spoken with the state. Can we approach on this for just a minute? Do
Yes.
you mind? Thank you, Judge. My understanding that's being continued to 511, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Your Honor, the next case I have is James Jonathan Monsey, 25 CF 1466. Your Honor, based on my discussions with the state attorney, I anticipate this being resolved by a plea. My client, we are attempting to make arrangements for dual diagnosis treatment and trying to locate affordable alternatives. alternatives for that. In addition, last week, I just received some prior psychiatric records that I think are relevant to the case for a meeting with my client for a resolution. So I would anticipate getting this case resolved on the next cycle as well. So more opinions.
No objection from the state.
All right, 511.
Your Honor, the next case I have is Mark Pesce, P-E-S-C-E, 25 CF 1624. Your Honor, I've spoken with the state, Mr. Gomez and I have spoken multiple times on this case. I believe we're close to a resolution on this case. He needs to reach out, I think of some restitution issues may still remain.
There was a restitution amount that was requested that I'm trying to get some documents and explain to the victim or have a conversation with the victim about the restitution amount requested. Once that restitution amount gets clarified, I think it's going to be ready for plea on this hearing.
I agree.
All right, so we'll continue that to 511. If you work that out, then bring it on in.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Your Honor, the next case I have is Robert Rosario, 25 CF 1068. Your Honor, this case, I believe, is also going to be resolved by plea. My client, I've not had an opportunity to speak in depth with Ms. Leone about that. Ms. Bergman and I discussed, we reached an agreement for a plea. Part of that requires my client to plead sex offender sanctions. Essentially, this is being delayed because the family, my client's fairly young, in his early 20s, still lives with family. They're having to relocate to be able to comply with probation requirements because currently he lives within 1,000 feet of school. So it's my understanding, we just got the address last week. We need to confirm with probation that the new address will be good, and then we'll be bringing this in for a plea as well. So this may be able to come in early, Judge, but I request 511 for this as well.
Your Honor, I would possibly ask for the 20th instead and not leave it out until May 11th.
Sooner the better. If I can get it done by then, Judge, that's fine. It's no problem.
So 320, which is our second miscellaneous date.
Judge,
Or the 19th. We have miscellaneous on the 19th, Your Honor. The 20th is jury review.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the plea on jury review.
Judge, do you have anything in April? I'm going to be out of town for the next week and a half, so I'm not sure how much progress I'll be able to make.
412?
412, okay with Ms. Leone?
That's fine.
416.
That's fine. I'll be here.
416 is fine, Judge. And again, I'll anticipate that being resolved by.
Okay. 9 a.m.
Should I give you say no name, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, the last case I have is Christopher Scheibel, 25 CF 1993. Your Honor, we've already done a set of depositions on this. The alleged victim in the case, we had to cancel his deposition because he retained private counsel. I've spoken with private counsel on that case. Mr. Snell's also been involved in that case. I believe they may have a meeting here in the next week or so. We have coordinated new deposition dates in April. But because private counsel's been retained, he was out of town last week. So we're just waiting on him to confirm any of the, I think we have 5 dates that were provided, and we've provided his counsel those. Again, I'm optimistic this is going to be resolved by a plea, but, you know, we request 511 on that, because if not, we're going to need depositions, and we've got dates in April for that.
No objection from the state.
511.
And Madam Clerk, that on Rosario, that 416 date, what are we calling that date? Is that a miscellaneous date?
Yes.
Your Honor, I think that's all I have on your docket. Madam Clerk, do you see anything else for me? All right. Your Honor, I think Mr. Gates is on the list, but I don't believe he has anything for the court today, so you can probably skip that.
All right. Between you and Miss Reed, you probably got him covered if he's not. Miss Reed.
Hi, good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Miss Reed.
I have 3 cases on the court docket, well, 3 defendants, 4 cases total. First case I have is Mitchell McNabb, 24 CF 2631. There's a waiver of appearance on file. Your Honor, I filed a motion to suppress. My legal assistant went to go set the motion and then was told to schedule
No, that's civil. So that must have been miscommunication.
Can I, get a motion to suppress hearing date? I'd ask for an hour, Judge.
4/16 at 2 o'clock.
4:16, let's see, I can do, I'm traveling actually. I'm catching a flight on it, 4:16, Judge.
Okay. Well,
But I will be back on the 20th, so the 21st, I'm not, so I'm going to the 16th.
When's our second date?
April
23
Okay, in the afternoon,
at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
All right. And we'll deal with case status then.
Next juror, I have Mr. Zachary Pease, 25 CF 1714. Mr. Gomez and I have deposition set for sometime in April. There's a waiver of appearance on file, so I'm asking her to continue.
State.
That's correct, Your Honor. State has no objection to continuance.
All right, matter will be continued.
And that was scheduled 11, Your Honor.
Correct.
Finally, Your Honor, I have Claudio Solano Olaswega, 25 CF 497 and 25 CF 498. There's a waiver of appearance on file. Mr. Snell and I had depositions last week. We discovered there's several missing reports as well as a search warrant return that's not been provided. I think Mr. Snell is in the process of getting that stuff to me. So Your Honor, I'm asking for one second continuance.
State.
This is about property return, Your Honor. The defendant, I believe, has already been deported, but we will get that to, well, like Ms. Reed discussed, I've got to track that down from the officer, and I don't know that we need to go all the way to 511, but that'd be fine.
We can do it.
Or do you need to reset your depositions, I guess is what I'm saying. And could that be done before we set it for an April miscellaneous day?
Well, I would have to have the calendar, so let's go ahead and put it on 511.
All right.
And that completes my business, Your Honor. I don't believe I have anything.
Madam
else.
Clerk, anything else for Ms. Reed?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And Mr. Dayram, and then we'll come back to our folks on Zoom after Mr. Dayram. Come on down, Mr. Dayram.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. Your Honor, I have Mr. Nelson on the docket, 23 CF 1999. And Judge, I received correspondence last week that Mr. Nelson has completed his treatment, and I'm just waiting on the report from his provider. I'm informed the state of that. They are objecting to a continuance. I asked to put it on the 511, Judge, so I can get that report in, review it, provide it to the state. And I believe the state also filed an amended discovery today, which I've not had a chance to look at.
All right. State.
Yes, Your Honor, I indicated that I was objecting to a continuance due to the age of the case.
When do you expect a report, Mr. Dayram?
Your Honor, I'm looking at the letter that I received from Cordova Counseling dated March 3rd, stating that Mr. Nelson completed everything on March 3rd. So I'm assuming that the provider is finalizing his report within the next 2 to 3 weeks, is what I'm expecting, the end of March, possibly.
All right. Well, is that going to lead to a disposition of the case other than trial?
That's what I'm hoping for, Judge. I've not had a chance to speak with the state. I know ASA Barrett that had the case, and now it's been transferred over. So I'm hoping to meet with Ms. Leon in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, once I get that report, to review it with her.
Please approach. All right, so we'll set the case for trial on the second trial week, 2 days plus, 6 jurors estimated, and you'll continue to work on the voluntary resolutions.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything else for you, Mr. Dare? Madam Clerk, is it Mr. Dare clerk? Okay, all right. You don't look like Tony Henderson, but you're labeled Tony Henderson.
Good morning, Your Honor. That is correct. Lauren Henderson for Tony Henderson, and I'm appearing before, on the behalf of Richard Stevens. Your Honor, that case number is 22 CF 272.
All right.
And there is a written waiver on file for Mr. Stevens. And Your Honor, at this time, the defense is requesting a full cycle continuance. On March 3rd, you signed an order for a motion to have Mr. Stevens evaluated for competency.
There's no objection, Your Honor. I'm aware of that.
All right, 511, and if you get the report sooner than that, forward it as soon as possible so we can review, and if we need a hearing on that, we'll set it as soon as possible.
Yes, Your Honor, will do. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Ramey.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Ramey.
Russ Ramey for the record, Your Honor. State versus Gregory Lasone, case numbers 25-2094, a waiver's on file. We have depositions scheduled on April 22nd to resolve the discovery issues in the case. Would ask a cycle continuance to the 5/11 court date.
State?
Was that Mr. Lassonde, Your Honor?
Yes.
No objection.
All right, it's continued to 511.
Thank you, Your Honor. Next case, Your Honor, Russ Ramey on behalf of Chad Shirley, 24/7/29, a little bit of an older case. I inherited the case and the firm kind of fell through the cracks for a little while. Been speaking with Mr. Snell, and we have depots set on 4/24. The issue in that case is going to be the value of some property to support the grand theft claim. I believe that once we complete those depots, we'll be in a position to get the case resolved. Now I'd ask for the 5/11 court date.
State?
No objection, that's correct, Your Honor.
All right, so, and I realize you just come on, you're reasonably new in the case, but this is a bit older, at the next continuance will be over 2 years, so I'm not likely to continue it again. We're going to set the case for trial, okay?
I understand that, Your Honor.
All right, very good, thank you.
I believe that's all I have, Your Honor. Thank you for allowing me to appear by Zoom.
You're welcome, sir. Madam Clerk, anything else for Mr. Ramey? Okay, thank you, Mr. Ramey. Good day.
Thank you, sir. You as well.
Yeah, where's that? All right, Mr. Gilbert. Good morning, sir.
Okay, Your Honor, Jerry Johnny Smith, 25 CF 1505, we're close to terms, was out of state. You like I said, we need like a 469 for the change of plea.
That's fine. That's fine, Your Honor. 416 is fine for a plea.
Like I said, 416 for change of plea.
All right, 416 at 9 o'clock. All right, thank you, Mr. Good day. Mr. Durrell. Good morning, Mr. Durrell.
Please support Dustin Burrell on our first line.
Still morning.
Lewis, that's 25 CF 1976. We got a amended offer from the state. I need a chance to speak with Mr. Lewin about it. We need them set for we continue for docket.
All right, clear to continue on docket day. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm sorry, what was that date, Your Honor?
It's 3/16.
3/16, thank you very much. Next on the docket is Mr. Thomas McNeil. This was a PTI, Your Honor. I thought we had sent everything.
Case number?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. 25 CF 1009. There is an issue, with PTI getting to probation. I have provided another copy and a copy of probation here this morning. I will be contacting Mr. McNeil to speak it out, tell him to make an appointment for probation, go see him, so he can be instructed.
Yeah, because that's where we were last time, right?
But, yes, Your Honor, Judge, we handed the PTI, there was a turnover as far as who was the PTI officer that was handling it. It was sent to Officer Prophet, he was no longer employed there, and it took us some time before we actually figured that out. So, we've got it to probation, and it should follow the documents, hopefully in the next like week or two.
Okay, so we'll just continue it for status again to 511.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right.
Your Honor, next is Mr. Timothy Rawlings. This is 25 CF 2324. Speaking with Mr. Snell, he's asked me to see if I can get some documentation from Mr. Rawlings. I'll be reaching out to him, see if we can get that. That should resolve the case if I can get all of that together, Your Honor. I would request a full cycle continuance, and hopefully we'll get everything beforehand, and if we can pull it in early, I'll do that.
State?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, 511 with the hope that we'll get an early resolution.
Thank you, Your Honor. Next, I have on the docket Mr. Albert Rice, 24 CF 1848. Your Honor, I understand the case is getting a little bit old on this one. I only came on, I think it was a cycle or two ago.
Please approach.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor, from Mr. Rice, we've received all the discovery. There's quite a bit. I'm still reviewing the discovery to see about depositions. There is a law offense as well. I don't believe it's on the docket today. I think it's pretty new. It's probably set for next cycle.
Do we have a case number yet?
On that one,
Madam Clerk?
I didn't see it on the docket, so I didn't write it down, but I can pull it up.
Well, I'd just like to grab that case number so we can connect them together.
Yes, Your Honor. That's the one. Just pulled it up. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
And when's that set, Madam Clerk?
It's at the Retail Conference 511.
Oh, he's already had arraignment or no?
We filed on that case as well.
Okay. All right, State?
No objection.
All right, so we'll continue to 511. That'll bring the two cases in together
Yes, Your Honor.
with the other outstanding issue.
Thank you. And Your Honor, last I
Yes,
have-
ma'am.
I forgot to say that Thomas McNeil's PTI needs to be e-filed with the clerk.
Oh, thanks.
Granted.
And Your Honor, last, I have Mr. Jonathan Wright, 25 CF 508. Mr. Wright is currently set for a hearing, I believe it's this Thursday. We just request, Mr. Wright, we just request a living set for this Thursday.
All right. And we'll deal with case status then.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. That's all I have.
Is that everything for Mr. Durrell, Madam Clerk? It's on Thursday, which is the 12th.
Is that gonna be at 9 a.m. or 2 o'clock?
Madam-
2.
Thank you. Ms. Dudley. Good morning, Ms. Dudley.
First of all, I was asking Ms. Swindon, 25 CF 320. Now, we did at least get the cell phone downloads, how about the
Yes, I'm gonna be able to watch it before.
Your Honor, I have a question, I apologize for jumping in. Naomi Cantrell, her case numbers are 24 CF 525 and 25 CF 331, and she is present in person.
Yeah, we did recently see them and stuff, the cell phone download yesterday.
And that would be the same question last Your Honor.
State.
No objection,
CV
Your
or
Honor.
anything
Thank you
with
for
us. You have it?
letting us sort of something about it.
Just to explain to your client.
All right, matters continued to 5:11, and then on, Cantrell, right?
How about we set it?
Yes, sir, Naomi Cantrell.
And it was two case numbers, 331 and 525.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, same status.
Yes, sir, we did receive that phone download, I was able to download it, however, it is one, so I will need to hire it.
Because of how serious it is, it's gonna take me a little bit of time, that's going. So, I was gonna have.
All right, 5:11, thank you.
Now, next time is Green Beach Street, 24 CF 2632. Now, we got violations suppressed. If we can set that to the April 23rd date, that is the date we set the public defense motion on.
Because I mean, it's a simple
Can
case
you
for
say that
us.
2 o'clock?
That's correct, Your Honor.
I don't think so. I'm gonna ask for it.
All right.
If he motions me to it, I'm fine with that. I really don't care. I'll leave it.
See what he does.
And then with we've got depots.
So ordered.
Then we've got depots in 419. Yeah, but we are done on the
The
depots.
next I have is Kristen Nettles from 25 CF 962. We can appropriate this on that one.
Yes, ma'am.
So Ms. Nettles will be 511.
Yes, ma'am.
Next time is Sarah Newton, 25 CF 1997. Now, we asked for a continuance. We do have any evaluation. She has it scheduled this month. That's what continues to the next quick one.
State.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
All right, continued to 5:11.
Next item is called Resolution 24/1899. There was an issue with service, to the officers. Don't ask for continuance to finish those out. So we get the case resolved, I'll ask for the case to withdraw.
No objection from the state, Your Honor, that is correct. We have gotten a little bit worked out. So
Well, please. All right, continued 511.
Next item is Timothy Redding, number 24/1425. We are just waiting on a date for these things out here. We have contacted the office, we wait for a date.
All right, state, we're in a position to go ahead and set that now.
Yes, Your Honor, I think Mr. Little does want that set.
I believe when we discussed, we needed at least half a day.
Okay. Well, we want to see how we sift out for this trial period and see if we've got time to do it during this trial period and just get it done. Can be ready either, our 2 weeks this time are going to be the 23rd and the 6th. The 6th, we already have one case set, so it would be end of the week, so I don't know what the 23rd is going to be like, but I would say until we finished with today and Wednesday and Monday, we won't know for sure, but if we wait any longer, you know, the way my calendar is, it's packed. So if we can fit it.
We set for document to see my client has some severe medical stuff he's dealing with, so I'm gonna talk to him about those dates and we can see if we can
Okay,
do that.
all right, so we'll leave it for docket day to just see where we are. Docket day for scheduling the motion.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Next, I have revised comments from 25/6/1909. We are still waiting on the wild enforcement phase. We ask for continuance.
All right. How long have they been there? State?
It was requested back in January, Your Honor. I can pull up the date. On the 26th, Your Honor.
All right. So continue to 511. State?
No objection.
All right.
Next item is Jimmy Thomas at 25/10/55. We leave the PRC for Dr. Day. I've been talking with him, said about trying to get that one off.
So ordered.
We will last case I have is Monty Wilson at 25/12/98. We've done some depositions, we have to do some more, additional witnesses, I believe, are going to be listed based on those depositions. And some witnesses we need to addresses for, so I'd ask for continuance.
No objection.
All right, 511.
And I believe that's all I have.
Madam Clerk? All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. No, we're gonna wait for the document. Yes. Yes. Sorry about that. All right. Mr. Rivera? All right, State, what's the status of this case?
1 second, Your Honor. I don't believe there is anything outstanding in terms of discovery anymore. Mr. Rivera can confirm that.
Right now, after the motions that I placed were heard last time, there's nothing, the only thing I would like to bring up is, if you don't mind, I would like for you to appoint December Ramirez last time, that we can expedite this process, since he's already appointed to the situation in the case. That we can move this along, alleviate the case in my previously. If that's possible, otherwise, there's nothing else.
All right, and that was Mr. Koch, right?
Correct.
Your Honor, if we can, he's not my client yet, but if we give him an application for the PD's office, and if he can be appointed.
Your Honor, I'm aware of the financial situation because we had a similar motion filed by the public defender in Crestview, and it was argued with information. Mr. Rivera does not qualify for a public defender.
And the reason I was providing an attorney was because I already have a lot of financial.
Yes, sir. I made the determination based upon your other circumstances that it was, you were unable, based upon your financial circumstances, to retain counsel because of your other financial obligations under, it used to be Section D of the statute, but they changed the statute, and I'm old and I can't remember the new section. So the court previously made that determination based upon his other financial circumstances. I can't specifically remember what they were, but we had a brief hearing to discuss those things where I took testimony about that and made that finding. So raise your right hand. You swear affirm, testify truthfully in this matter under penalties of perjury? Okay. Now, we had that discussion before. Has there been any substantial change in your financial circumstances since that discussion? My memory was that was about 7 months ago is when we had that discussion, correct? Has there been any substantial change in your financial circumstances since then?
My financials continue to be the same. Financials I have when Mr. Koch was appointed.
All right, the court will make the same determination that based upon your circumstances, the court previously reviewed, that you're unable independently to retain counsel, notwithstanding the original screening, which said that your income was more than the levels, your other obligations based upon your other circumstances with your family and your other pending cases, support that you're are qualified under those circumstances and under whatever section of that it is at the present time. So I'll appoint Mr. Koch, well, I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
Appreciate that, Your Honor.
Yes.
Just, having read the report in this case yet, Your Honor, I know I had a previous case, but now that the public defender's office is appointed, I'm going to ask for a continuance.
Right, and the interesting, when you get in there, the interesting about this case is the operative facts overlap with the other case that was involved when you look at the reports. The two charges come out of the same set of operative facts that the previous case that you assisted Mr. Rivera with trying. So, but at the same time, and of course, this is a very old case. So when you see that, I think you read that, I think you'll understand what I'm saying when you see the PC and the other. And there may be some additional discovery based upon the court's recollection of reading the two different cases. But I think most all of the parties are the same. And so you take a look at that and let me know. Do you want to set it for docket day and have a chance to chat with the state? Or do you want to move it on one with the understanding we'll set it for trial next time?
Judge, I request we move to the 511. If you recall that prior case, I got on right before jury selection, so no depositions were conducted or anything. I'm going to go right now, get on this right now to maybe schedule some depositions for that 511 date, but I'd ask for that 511.
Right, and I think you probably need to chat with your client about the other circumstances regarding the division. But I think your client's aware of those, of the other attorney involved, and he'll talk to you about what's going on. It's not secret, but he knows.
Yes, Judge. I'll have a discussion if I get the 511 date for.
Okay, all right. So we'll set it for 5/11 with the understanding we'll set it for trial the next cycle.
Yes, Judge.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Ms. Jaquith.
Thank you, Your Honor. The first I have is Bobby Kane. Ms. Herndon is asking me to call her out of order, please. That's 25 CF 1988. Ms. Kane is present and approaching. Your Honor, this case is being transferred to Walton County. I will bore the court. I'm not going to approach to explain all this to the court. The state has decided they're going to transfer it to Walton County. I think that's appropriate. I have no objection to that. It will resolve a lot of issues with conflicts and 3850 concerns. So that's. It can stay in my office, which is great. Mr. Clemens had already met with Ms. Kane before it was transferred down here. So we're just asked to continue this to the May 11th docket so they can effectuate getting that transferred over to Walton County. No objection, Your Honor.
All right, continue 5/11 status only.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the next I have is Cameron Crowder. Mr. Crowder is present and approaching, 25 CF 1893. Your Honor, I have drafted a motion to dismiss. However, I wasn't able to get a hold of Mr. Crowder in time to get him into my office to sign it. He is going to go there right now and take care of that, so we'll have that filed before the end of the day. We could just continue this one last time to the May 11th docket.
No objection.
All right. $511 it is.
Your Honor, the next I have is Javon Davis, 26 CF 36. Your Honor, I was just recently appointed to this case about 3 weeks ago. Mr. Gomez did a new discovery last week. I briefly reviewed it. I had an opportunity to reach out to Mr. Gomez to kind of put a bug in his ear about a potential resolution. However, I have not had sufficient timing to speak with Mr. Davis and speak with him about getting everything squared away. So if we could continue this to May 11th, but I do anticipate a resolution at that time.
State?
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
All right, do you have anything outstanding you need, Ms. Jaquith?
No, Your Honor, I've received everything. It's just, it was, because of the short time I've been appointed, I just got it, just quickly reviewed, proposed a counter offer to Mr. Gomez. Mr. Gomez is a hearing and has not had a chance to look at it, and that was on Friday, so kudos to him for getting back to me, and he was telling me that he was willing to consider.
All right.
So,
All right. Thank you now. Stay in touch with her, with your lawyer. Be back then.
next I have is Cersei Hobbs, Your Honor. Ms. Hobbs is present, 24 CF 2457. This is a PTI return, however, Ms. Hobbs has not remained in contact with me, so I think at this point trying to just set it for a sentencing hearing in April. They're not able to negotiate with the state if I can't get in touch with my client.
All right, so on 5/11, or,
I'm thinking of one of the court April dates.
4/23 for disposition?
That would be great, Your Honor.
Yes.
That way we're prepared for a sentencing hearing if this house doesn't get in contact.
All right. Yes, ma'am, you need to be in touch with your lawyer because she can't help you resolve the case. We're set for 4/23 at 2 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. The next I have is Charlene Jones in 25 CF 2270 and 25 CF 2271. Both case numbers are still technically on the docket. However, Your Honor, the state did file an all-cross in 2270 on March 6th. So that case should be able to come off the docket.
All right. And so on 71, what are we doing?
Well, on 71, I have a deposition scheduled on May 1st, Your Honor. However, I believe Ms. Jones wants to address the court as far as her displeasure with my representation.
All right, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm to testify truthfully in this matter under penalties of perjury? Okay, you can put your hand down, tell me what's going on with your lawyer and what it is you want me to do about it.
We're just not getting along, I guess you would say. We had a phone interview and it didn't go very well. I feel like I was disrespected and belittled and pretty much put down and felt like I was this small. And I just don't think that we were quite
Okay. And what is it that you'd like me to do about that?
is I would like to know if I can get a attorney today.
No. For me to discharge an appointed attorney and appoint a new attorney at the state's expense requires me to find that the attorney's efforts fall below the appropriate standard for a similar lawyer. What you've told me would be insufficient for me to discharge Ms. Jaquith and appoint a new lawyer at the state's expense.
And Your Honor, at this time, I'm asking the court to continue the case so I can complete those depositions. I do anticipate being prepared for trial next cycle. There is pretty significant video evidence in this case in which Ms. Jones is present. So I'll be prepared at that time to go forward to trial once we've completed and perfected those depositions.
All right, your depots are set on 5/1, and then we're set on 5/11 for the continuance, and you'll be in a position then. Is there presently an offer from the state?
There is, Your Honor, there's a probation offer on the table.
And what is that offer? I don't have notes of it.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I believe it was a 3-year probation offer for Ms. Jones. I don't have the details drafted, as Ms. Jones made it pretty clear that she disagreed with my viewing of the videos, so that I didn't follow the agreement for today's court.
All right, what is the offer from the state?
Your Honor, it was 5 years of probation.
5 years of probation?
I believe there was a possibility of early termination. That was based on a restitution amount, which is one of the main reasons I wanted to perfect the depots. Your Honor, I believe that might be something that we can negotiate down once we have a restitution amount. I believe Mr. Gomez's notes indicated, and I do remember now, I apologize, that the 5 years was based on the restitution amount that he anticipated.
Correct, and it would include an auto early termination provision upon payment of that restitution. I don't want to set her up for failure by giving her 2 years of probation if she can't make the payments now that I cost.
Adjudication?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right, any special conditions?
I'm changing it based off of the no process, this included both. It would just be 24 hours of community service work, no trespassing at I-Storage, which is located at 921 Harrelson Drive in Fort Walton Beach.
All right, so deposition settle 5-1, case is continued to 5-11 with the understanding we'll be setting case for trial that cycle.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, thank you.
The next item is Fernando Payne. Mr. Payne is present and approaching in 25 CF 1496. Your Honor, I let Mr. Snell know, I believe it was last week, that I'm still waiting depot transfer so I can complete a motion to suppress. I haven't done the motion to suppress, I've just been waiting on some detailed information I'd like to put in the motion, so I'm going to move to continue this to the 11th. I should have those transfers back this week, though, so I stayed with me. Get it in the motion.
No objection.
All right, 5-11 with anticipation of getting the motion filed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, next item is Matthew Phillips in 25 CF 1079. Your Honor, I tried to call Mr. Phillips multiple times over the last month without any return phone call or answer, and he is not presently here. His girlfriend did mention that he came to the courthouse, however, he did not speak with me, so I cannot tell the court if he was here or not. He also was late last time, Your Honor, and showed up about an hour and a half after I completed calling his goals, and not heard from him since then.
State request the case, Your Honor.
All right. And issue capious, and you know if you determine something happened, then I'll withdraw it.
Thank you. The next item is Daniel Siebert, who has a waiver on file, Your Honor. That case number is 25 CF 2407. Your Honor, I have spoken with Ms. Siebert. She, obviously, she can sign a waiver. She has come by my office. We have reviewed discovery, and I have more or less talked to the state about resolving this case. However, the state had some things they need to look into, so if we could leave this on her docket today, play or continue, I think we might be able to come to a resolution.
All right, clear, continue on docket day.
Here, the next item is Lucas Siditi. He is present and approaching in 24 CF 1958 and 25 CF 2106. If my name is possible, please grab his plea agreement. We have reached a resolution with the state. Your Honor, as to the 24 CF case, that is a violation of probation, in which Mr. Siditi is actually, his termination date has already passed. So he's going to admit the violation. The state is going to agree to continue to withhold adjudication, reinstate that same probation and extend it for 1 year so that he can complete the original terms and conditions. He will have the opportunity to terminate anytime after the 3-month period as long as he's completed everything. He'll need to do an additional 24 hours of community service work with no buyout option, and a $100 VOP cost of prosecution, as well as a $150 cost of defense. Your Honor, I would ask that the court waive the cost of supervision going forward and any arrearages. I've spoken to probation, they did not indicate there was any objection to that. The main thing that Mr. Siditi has outstanding are his court costs, so that would assist him in allowing to make sure those get paid as quickly as possible. As to 25 CF 2106, he will be pleading no contest to a lesser included possession of drug paraphernalia, 893-147 sub 1. It will be at a time served and adjudication of guilt, $270 in court costs and a $50 cost of defense. And I would ask that the court allow him to pay those court costs as a condition of his probation in the 24 CF case, so he has one place to pay everything. May I approach?
Granted.
And we did have to do some amending to the score sheet with the change of charges, but I have amended that with no objection to it.
All right. State, is that your agreement?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm to testify truthfully in this matter under penalties of perjury? All right. You can put your hand down. Now, you've got two things going on here today. You got your VOP and you got your new charge. We're taking care of together, but they're two separate things, right? All right. You sign and read and sign the plea form. All right. And how old are you? All right. And how much school do you have? You able to read and understand it? All right. And it's what you read and understood what Ms. Jaquith just told me. All right. Do you understand as to your violation that you're admitting the violation? And that tells me, yep, Judge, I violated the way the affidavit report says I did. And you're waiving your right to a hearing where the state would have to prove your violation. And as to your new charge, you're pleading no contest to that charge, which says to me that you believe the state could prove your guilt and you're not going to contest that. And you're waiving your right to a trial where the state would have to prove that. And as to that, as to the VOP, you're going to be reinstated to complete your original terms. Probation extended to from a year from the date of this plea, automatic termination after 3 months if you've got all the conditions completed, with the additional community service, which you cannot buy out, and you got the additional costs, and I'll waive the outstanding cost of supervision and any ongoing cost of supervision. As to your new charge, it's time served with the fees and costs announced, and you pay those as part of your probation in the felony case, so you have one place to pay. Is that what you understood? Ms. Jaquith, answer all your questions about the plea and how it affects you, and you satisfied with what she's done for you. The court will find the plea to be freely and voluntarily entered into and will accept the plea.
And Your Honor, if the court would also authorize community service work for any eligible costs, just so we can give them that option.
Granted.
Thank you. Your Honor, the next I have is Michael Thompson. Mr. Thompson is present and approaching. He is present 25 CF 2376. Your Honor, Mr. Thompson was in jail, and once I got his case and I was about to go see him, and then he bonded out, he did contact my office. But because I didn't have the discovery yet, we really couldn't have any kind of meaningful conversation. I did just recently receive that discovery, but have not had an opportunity to review it completely. So I would just move to continue this to May 11th, and I've explained all this to Mr. Thompson, and he's in agreement.
State.
Okay, yes, for 511? No objection, Your Honor.
All right, matters continue to 511. Thank you now.
Your Honor, the next I have is Megan Tompkins. Ms. Tompkins is present and approaching. She may be standing outside, whereas I told her she could. Tompkins, T-O-M-P, thank you. I'll skip her for a moment. Your Honor, next I have is Ryan Walden. Mr. Walden is present and approaching. 25 CF 1951. Your Honor, I would just ask that in Mr. Walden's case, we leave this on for docket day, clear, continue. I need to speak with Mr. Walden, and initially we were communicating via email, and then that kind of broke down, and so we need to communicate via telephone, but I have the wrong number. So I just need a little bit more time, but I think we can chat tomorrow, and we'll discuss it, and we'll be prepared to either enter a plea, or we'll be ready to have one last continuance and set it next time.
All right, so plea or continue on docket day.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, Ms. Tompkins is back before the court in 26 CF 123. We have a PTI agreement that I'm going to submit to Madam Clerk, if I may approach Madam Clerk.
Granted.
And also provided a copy to Ms. Tompkins, who knows she needs to run over to probation really quickly and get her initial sign-up done, as well as a copy for probation to keep for themselves. So everyone's all on the same page and ready to go, and that should resolve it. I think theoretically, we probably ought to do a continuance just to allow those to fall off the docket naturally once probation has filed their paperwork.
Yeah, we'll put it on for PTI status on 511. If all the paperwork's done, you don't need to be back, but rely on Ms. Jaquith, she'll tell you.
Your Honor, finally, there's one that Mr. McKinney indicated he'd be withdrawing from, that's Tatiana Weeks. And Ms. Weeks is present and approaching. That case number is 25 CF 1941. I did briefly chat with Ms. Weeks after speaking with Mr. McKinney, and kind of gave me a quick rundown on the case. I believe there's going to be a PTI offer coming in this case. Ms. Weeks would like to go ahead and get for docket day, clear, continue. Hopefully we can get that, I'm gonna speak with Mr. Snell Friday morning, and we should be able to get that paperwork hammered out in time for me to call and speak with Ms. Weeks.
All right. PTI on docket day.
And Your Honor, I believe with that, that should be all I have.
Madam Clerk? Okay. Ms. Switek. Have the state approach. Ms. Merrifield, Ms. Leone, if you'd approach, please.
Yes, sir.
Just Mr. Wardrop, please. All right, sir. And Mr. Wardrop, you have an outstanding additional warrant that's going to be served on you this time. The state and the defense have agreed to a bond condition, and you'll be processed and released according to those bond conditions. Then I'll take you into custody now and take care of that, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
I believe that's all I have.
All right, Mr. Switek. Good morning, Mr. Switek. Is it still? Is it still morning?
1 minute, sir.
Chat for 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this is Bank Smith, who came over from Tallahassee. This is a conspiracy case.
Granted.
Years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Man, I got this. Let's roll.
Fight fire with fire, take one.
Have you been injured in an accident and need righteous representation? Call us, because we fight fire. Damn thing ain't working.
Whoa! Not cool, bro.
I'm attorney Coy Browning. Personal injury is no joke. Just ask him.
Injured? Take a breath. Call Coy.
We're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
All right. You see what I was talking about, Madam Clerk? Yes. Okay.
Matthew Miller.
Well, so that it for you, Ms. Smith, you done?
I have one with Mr. Snell, but I think he's actually going to stay on this with me this one.
Okay.
Go for that.
All right, so on Pierce, it's continued 5/11. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, Mr. Schweitzer.
Matthew Miller, 25 CF 1794.
1794.
1794.
Yes, sir.
I found a suggestion of death and death certificate before to the state. So if the state wants to announce a dismissal.
We're ready for trial.
Or ready for trial.
Which one will we go?
Maybe issues on restitution.
Your Honor, at this time, the statement announces dismissal of 25 CF 1794.
All right.
Lawrence Spillman, 23 CF 1529.
See like the prior arrest. You can see the prior arrest. He went in before that. Oh, yeah, put the top.
Mr. Schweitzer, can I approach on this case?
Nah, stop calculating.
I'm
Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in his.
All right.
So State versus Ocean Madison, 25 CF 890.
890.
Yes, sir. Mr. Tony's requesting a full cycle continuance with deadline set for April 28th and 29th.
That's correct, Your Honor. State would have no objection to continuance.
All right, it's continued 5/11.
Thank you. That's all I have.
All right. That all for Mr. Switek? All right, thank you. Ms. Oberlese.
May I be the first to say good afternoon, sir?
Good afternoon, Ms. Oberlese.
I'm before the board on 25 CF 548 to the Miramore. This is similar to a few other cases today. This is a PTI offer that we got lost in paperwork because the officer was no longer there. So we now have a person identified and a paperwork.
All right, so continue to 5/11 for PTI status. State agree?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Next, I have 25 CF 579, State v. Hayslip. We have depositions in late April, and I'm also hopeful for a favorable plea offer that will obviate all of that.
That's correct, Your Honor. We are working, I'm hoping that the depot is only be necessary, but we are working towards a resolution and we have no objection to it continuing, Your Honor.
All right, continue to 5/11.
Thank you, Your Honor. I represent the victim in 25 CF 834 and 1267. That is Danielle Donahue. I believe there's going to be a request for continuance, and we do not object. Our next case is 25 CF 53.
Is that, is Donahue present?
I'm guessing it's Mr. Powell.
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Powell with Donahue?
It's Bo's case.
Yes, Judge, sorry.
Didn't even spring that on me, I forgot to mention it earlier.
Okay, on the board case too, Judge, both here in East Coast County. They just finished, depositions in both cases, they know how depositions. We get close to settlement. I don't think it's objection.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
All right, it'll be continued to 5/11. Is that all for you, Mr. Powell?
No, I've got it.
Okay. All right.
Let me finish first.
All right.
Your Honor, the last case that I have is State v. Wood, 25 CF 53. The state making a very favorable plea offer I need to discuss with my client on Friday, and we need to schedule some additional depositions on Wednesday.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, continued to 5/11.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. Oberlese. Good day.
Judge, may I jump in with one?
Yes, sir.
It's actually not on today's docket. But it is another case in which Mr. Smith has signed on to. And since he's traveled over here, I'd like to see if we can address it today.
All right.
It's Jacqueline Thompson. In 2 cases, she's an inmate, which is why she's not here today. That's 25 CF 1764 and 25 CF 1765. It would be the intention of the defense in this matter to request a continuance. I have discussed that with Ms. Thompson, as she understands. We're going to go into depositions in the end of December. We need to work on setting some additional depositions and making sure we have full discovery.
The state wouldn't have an objection to that, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, and Mr. Snell are going to be working together against me on these cases.
And and I was present at the deposition, so I'm aware of what further depots people that you'd like to depose, so,
All right.
yes.
So get them set, and we'll set at 5:11. Thank you. Safe journey. Yeah. Good day.
And now the question will take back on top of the hall, 311.
All right, remove them from transport on 311.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Rowe?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
I have a similar situation to what Mr. McKinney just described. I have an inmate, Luis Rivera Soto, it's on the document of Rivera-Soto. Two cases, 25 CF 1400, 25 CF 1147. Judge, we just filed our notices of appearances last week on both these cases. We would be asking for continuance. I've talked to Mr. Rivera-Soto's mother about this. They know that in hiring, we would be asking for continuance. So I will be here Wednesday. If you want to add them to the docket Wednesday, that would be fine, but I would ask you to go ahead and handle it today.
State?
Your Honor, I don't object since counsel has gotten on the case recently.
All right, remove from 311, and we'll do the continuance. And going forward, just, it's something because of the size of the dockets we're having to split for transporting the inmates, and so the inmates will always be on Wednesdays on this, and on our docket day, other places they call it different, the second day of this cycle will be a single day, inmates and unincarcerated to be on the same day. So it's only the first date on this cycle where they're split. Okay, thank you now. Good day.
That's all I have.
Mr. LaPella.
Thank you, Judge. I'll be efficient. First thing right now is clearing out the docket. It's Taylor Mann. I think the city filed the same on this case.
What's the case number, Mr. LaPella?
25 CF 1643.
I'm showing it still on my docket, but that and 249 will get you a cup of coffee at a while.
No objection.
Motion for reconsideration, right? All right, next case.
Next case, Acting Report 25, CF 23, and 2307. We've got an agreement for a pretrial intervention in that case. Client lives in Chicago, Illinois. I'm told he has to come here in person to meet with probation. I would implore probation to allow him to do it on Zoom because my client is afraid of the victim. And the victim lives here and he doesn't want to come back here because he's afraid the victim's tracking down on the docket. So I would ask, I don't know if the state would object to that since they're a party, but we'd ask that we do by Zoom for the pretrial instruction, intervention instruction.
Well, I understand your motivation. However, probation has their rules and regulations, and
the probation is a receiving agency, not a directing one, and they're not a party to the case, just for the record. So I know that I don't have a place to sign on this form, but probation does. So I'm a party, Mr. Gomez is a party, probation is not. So if we agree how we're going to direct probation to handle things on a pretrial intervention agreement, and they're a receiving agency, they should abide by that. However, I know the court doesn't want to get involved with these issues because it's not before the court in terms of process or procedure. So that's my rant, and it is what it is.
so 311 for status, 511 for status, and assuming the paperwork will be done, it will roll off.
Yes, I would just, this would be, over objection, whatever it is. My client's scared of it, and he's crazy, so, very well. I asked probation to look into the issue for expediency's sake and for safety of the public and community. Thank you. Next matter. Julie Pace, 25 CF 1871. We're requesting the state to take a look at it for PCI in the meantime. We're requesting a one-time continuance.
State?
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
All right, continue to 511.
Next matter I have is Ansel Sterling. I don't have the case number on me, but we're going to ask all of you up on the trial answer for it.
24 CF 2563.
We'll leave that one separate trial.
All right. This cycle.
Very good, yes.
All right, and how many days?
3 days.
Inclusive?
Yes, with 3 days, that would include the increase.
And how many jurors?
We need at least 50.
All right.
The state has to have the, or how many days, I mean, part of this depends on how many cases the state's going to call.
What do you think on the number of days, State?
I would say excluding jury selection, at most 2.
So if we, for planning purposes, if we say 3 including will be good?
Yes.
Okay. And 60 jurors, considering the nature of the charge?
Yes, Your Honor, that would be fine.
Okay. Okay. Do we need to be here on docket day or go straight to jury review?
I'll be here both days, so it doesn't matter to me.
Mr. LaPella?
That's fine, we can be here for that.
Okay. All right, very good.
Next matter I have is Alvarado Tucker, 25 CF 1971. He is present and approaching. Mr. Tucker, I have a plea agreement to tender to the court with the score sheet by the approach.
Granted.
Mr. Tucker, for the record, is entering a plea of no contest, withdrawing his previously entered plea of not guilty. Terms and conditions are on the plea agreement, 3 years probation. I think the state's objecting to early term after 2/3 if he has no violation.
No objection to that.
And any score sheet objections?
No objections.
All right, and all right, State, you need to complete the score sheet here, please.
Okay.
And review that for Mr. LaPella before you send it back to me, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Tucker, if you'd raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm to testify truthfully in this matter under penalties of perjury? Okay, and you can put your hand down. Now, you heard what Mr. LaPella said, and you signed the written plea form?
Yes,
How old are you?
I'm 32.
And how much school do you have?
11.
You able to read and understand the plea form? And is what you read in the plea form what Mr. LaPella just announced to me? And so you understand you're pleading no contest to the announced charges,
Yes, sir.
which tells me you believe the state can prove your guilt and you're not going to contest that. And I see you nodding and smiling, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, that's the reason my kids say I'm not normal at the dinner table, you know. And you understand that by doing this, you're waiving your right to a trial where the state would have to prove your guilt.
Yes, sir.
In this case, you'll be adjudicated guilty. You'll be on 3 years of probation with the fees and costs that were announced, and you can early term at 2 years if you have no violations. Is that what you understood?
Yes, Your
And everyone's agreeing. You currently live in Duval County, is that right?
Honor.
Yes. And so nobody's having any issue with you going back home. Now, you're going to have to report to probation here, and they'll make arrangements to do your transfer to where you live.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. LaPella answered all your questions about the plea and how it affects you.
Yes.
You're satisfied with what he's done for you?
Yes, sir.
Court will find the plea to be freely and voluntarily entered into and will accept the plea.
Thank you.
All right? And if you'll step over this way for me, please, and review what you've checked there with Mr. LaPella, please. That's as charged, right? State, Mr. LaPella? Yes, it is, as charged. Thank you, Madam Clerk. So you went fishing? Yes, that's sufficient.
I have one last case, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Last case I have is Emmanuel Urbina Tucero, 25 CF 2425. It's a new case. We haven't received discovery. We're requesting a continuance to 511.
You should have it by now. Discovery.
All right. 5, the state, any objections?
No, sir.
All right, 511 it is.
That's all I have. I can excuse Your Honor.
Anything else from Mr. LaPella, Madam Clerk?
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Nopes.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I guess it still is if we're on the old time, so.
What's that, too?
I say, I guess it still is morning if we're on the old times. I'm telling you.
I've got Harley Basin, 24 CF 2051. Judge, she's present. What at the state now I would like to do is just leave this, well, let's continue this to the next go-around, Judge. I want to talk to my client, and I need to get some information, get her together, some information to give to me, to help the state decide how to dispose of this.
State?
No objection.
All right, 511 it is. Be in touch with Mr. Nopes. Be back on the 11th at 511, okay?
Judge, I then have Ryan Lewis, Judge, there's a waiver on file. I sent the state,
Case number, Mr. Nopes.
oh, I'm sorry, Judge.
No, it's okay. I know we haven't done that for so many years, but I'm really trying to help the court reporters keep a good record.
So we're looking at 24 CF 2709. Judge, I was able to get the transcripts from depositions that had previously been taken. I emailed the state those transcripts this morning. Judge, I'd ask to just put it on for 511, and I think we'll be able to work something out.
All right, State?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Continue to 511.
Judge, I then have Holly Martin, 2 cases, 25 CF 1019 and 1029. Judge, she is present. Judge, the state has made an offer on her case. I'd ask to leave it set for the docket day. And then I'm going to give her my business card and just ask that she call my office. And tell her, okay?
Yeah, Monday, plea or continue?
Very continued.
All right, very good. See you then.
So the next case I've got is Susan McFarland, 24 CF 1857. Judge, the state did offer us a PTI type agreement. Mr. McFarland, if I spoke with her, she's not willing to accept that. I want to know what the trial dates are, Judge.
Trial dates are 23 March, and 6 April. We have one special set already in 6 April for 3 days, so we have the end of the week.
Judge,
Yes.
had you stated earlier that you would possibly open up that middle week before trial?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
Just looking at that week in March, I've got other things that are already scheduled, other court and depositions and hearings. There's April 6th. I'll have a full day on April 6th. Then I'm here on Monday, which will be your jury selection, and I've got deposition. The judge, she's asking me to continue the matter because she wants to, but I've asked that she set the appointment and bring everything that she's got.
State?
Are you saying there's more documents or?
She's claiming that there's a lot of additional information that I've never seen before, so.
Okay. Can we set this for a miscellaneous date to make sure that we get that information so that way we can at least track for a resolution next cycle then? Because if I've never seen it, this is a 24 case, so.
The judge in this 24 case, the victim in this case relocated to South Carolina, had problems finding her, getting her served. We had to arrange to have her lined up for her deposition. But I'm fine with this thing, it's very, what they were looking at.
So instead of just continuing it straight on, you're saying set it for an intervening date to see what the progress is.
I just want to make sure that we have the meeting, that they have the meeting before and I can get those documents in time so that we can hopefully resolve this next cycle.
All right, do you think you can get it done in 2 weeks?
I'll make myself available. The question's gonna be is if she'll have everything to me and be able to meet me in person and all.
What's our first date? Is it for April? April 16th, day after tax day.
That'll be fine.
And so,
Would it be all right, Your Honor, just so that it can be a little bit easier on Mr. Nobbs and his client, if I do receive all of those documents before that date, we can file a notice of cancellation of hearing and then just have it set for the 5/11?
right. So my goal would be, we'll do 416 as a case management conference idea, and we'll set the case on 5/11 for trial. So if you got all the documents, receive Mr. Nobbs from your client, and you're able to get them over to the state, then we're not going to be on 416. But the goal is to keep our fingers on the case, to keep the case moving. It's not super duper old, but it'll soon be 2 years old and it needs to be resolved. So that's the reason I'll set it for the intervening date, okay? Get that stuff to him as soon as you can so he can share it with the state. And if you don't, he'll tell you don't have to be here on April 16th. Otherwise, you need to be here on April 16th, okay? Okay? All right. Rely on Mr. Nobbs. He'll tell you what to do. 9 a.m.
Judge, I then have, Cole, Marie, Medicki or Medicki, 24 CF 2794, 24 CF 2799. Should I like to leave this set without subs for Monday, docket day?
Clear, continue, Mr. Nobbs?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, very good. We'll see you on Monday. Stay in touch with Mr. Nobbs for any information he needs to give you for Monday.
want to ask Dave to continue it, to review transcripts and have my client copy of them. So I would put it on for May 11th.
State has no objection, Your Honor.
All right, May 11th.
Judge, the next case I've got is Christopher Russell, 23 CF 2099. Judge, Mr. Russell's the gentleman that's been incarcerated over in Candy County, and they're still working on this case, cases or what have you over there. And I don't think he's been brought back to Okaloosa yet.
State?
That's my information as well. He's got court 320, I think, 320 or 324 over in Escambia. He has 2 open cases there.
Do we have any idea? I'll put it on 511, but if he's got, or is the state deferring to the cases in Escambia County? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay with you, Mr. Nopes?
That's fine, Judge.
Any reason to bring them back on 511? Where are the cases going in Escambia County?
Well, all I can tell is they had it set for trial, and then it got continued, they issued some trial subpoenas in the last cycle. And so I believe that's the track that it was going.
Do we think it'll be resolved by 511?
I don't know the answer. We want to try to.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and move this to 2 cycle 713, right, Madam Clerk?
Okay.
Judge, the next case I've got is Chase Ship, 25 CF 2011. Judge, I believe Mr. Ship is present. Judge, my office is attempting to get the deposition scheduled in this case. Mr. Ship was incarcerated, he was able to make bond, so he was here today.
I've got it, Riosty Law at Gmail.
That's not the correct email.
Well,
I'll send an email to
I
Mr.
think Mrs. Metallic pulled that straight off the portal, so you probably need to go on the portal and fix that.
I will.
Okay. All right.
I'm not sure who puts those into the portal. Me?
Yes.
Well, I'll figure it out.
There you go.
I have not used that email. My son created a website for me, so I'll get with him. He's text that.
Well, hear people talk about the dark web, well, then there's the portal.
2025 CF 1550 Walter Franklin Robinson. He's not present. Mr. Robinson is a homeless man who was charged with originally with a misdemeanor public nuisance for operating. He was the owner of a house that was being used for illicit purposes. That case was then transferred to your division here as a felony case. Mr. Snell has the case, and we're working out an agreed resolution for the case. We'd like to leave it set without subpoenas for Monday to be resolved. I will have Mr. Franklin Robinson, Walter Franklin Robinson here, myself personally.
All right.
He has no transportation. He's in a homeless shelter for Long Beach.
All right. State?
That's correct, no objection to that.
That's all I have for you.
All right, very good, thank you.
May I call one out of order?
Yes, I need a comfort break at this point, so this is gonna take long enough for me to take a comfort break and we all do 5 minutes and line you folks up. How many people here would have without a lawyer? Who's here that has no lawyer? Okay.
I see one.
Okay. If you want a lawyer to represent you, you can't afford a lawyer on your own, you have to complete an application for the appointment of a lawyer. The bailiff has one. It is a goofy government form. Just tell you in advance, if I hadn't been doing this for all these years, I wouldn't know how to fill it out. Take your time, and then you're ready to come up. I'll look at it,
look at
and
common mistakes. I'm just saying, they're common mistakes because the form is goofy. It's not because you can't, you get what I'm saying? It's a government form. So I'll look at it, look at the common mistakes, be sure it's correct, and then we'll appoint counsel if you appear to qualify, and we'll work through any issues. That way we'll expedite it. And so we'll take 5 minutes at this time.
All right, please.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Circuit Court's in recess for 5 minutes.
You're not on my cell phone. But I was going to text you the other day, hey, did you get a raise? He looked just like that.
Oh.
She was like, what? I have to go to his office, right? You know, like,
Who, him?
I did not know. But I did go, no, you're getting a raise. I just like that. Lucky guy.
Who definitely is.
I got on to him about the way he texted me. Because he's no, if you're in trouble, I'm coming to you. I'll That's what he said.
Tomorrow, 9:30, calling you, 10 minutes.
It was working this morning during the
You're gonna go home right when this is over?
Dude, my foot is
The
killing me.
clerk's mic is muted,
What did you do?
Old
the
injury.
gallery mic is muted, but all the other ones are up.
Like, but what did you do to hurt it?
Well,
It's working. It's, I mean, let's test it.
Not good.
Was it preventable?
No.
We go over here and put my earbuds in.
No.
So I just want to.
Yeah.
I wonder if they.
Yeah, you got time.
I wonder if they turned it all the way down.
You're good. Yeah, go for it. We got a new cooking sheet.
Oh, they
Yeah,
turned
good.
it way down. I think it was giving feedback. Let's test it then.
Dude, what a week, Chris. She's back. She's back.
Is that better, Ken?
No, thank you. Oh, you know, wait. I think, remember I told you the thing that I like? And I had one in my bag for you.
When have you heard that?
My chocolate.
When have you heard that before? Yeah, but it's.
Oh, yeah, no, there you go.
When you tap it,
Don't be sitting
Yeah,
there
I'm
and
not,
stuff.
I'm not speaking. You're gonna teach fine.
Should we turn it way up?
Because it was giving the feedback.
The rubber, I'm sorry, it's for you. Some pen must have, this one, I guess. You did. Maybe- Yeah.
You're very good.
Hello.
all
Look at my
perfect.
hand.
Hello.
Thank you.
That's what it is, some,
All right, let's go clean this.
I'll clean, no, I'll clean.
They get turned on.
But no, I gotta figure out what the hell.
Because it was doing feedback the other day, and Judge Clark turned it on.
Well, how you want it with those things?
We want to make sure it doesn't continue to give feedback. That's better, yeah.
Sorry, put your hand. God.
previously represented you?
Yes, sir.
Was he appointed to represent you?
No, sir. I probably got one.
And you're not able to appoint counsel, to afford counsel on your own at this
Correct.
point? My memory is, I think someone helped you retain him, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. All right, the court will find you do qualify to appoint a public defender to represent you in this case.
Jason McKinney, at this time I'm providing my contact information. Is there a current offer in this case?
I was anticipating that. Give me 5 seconds, I can try to pull it up here. Yes, it's an adjudication and 36 months of probation.
And Judge, I would request a continuance until May 11, so that I can get a case file open and just discuss this case with the client.
All
If
right.
we reach an agreement ahead of time, then we will ask to advance this.
State.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. If you'll stay in touch with Mr. McKinney so he can give you advice and help you dispose of the case, be back on 5/11. If you can work something out sooner, then he'll let you know, he'll notify you what date you need to be here, okay? Thank you now.
I'm just talking about later, just a second, hopefully you can get your contact information.
There was one other without an attorney, I thought.
Judge, may I call Jeremiah Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Wright is present in 24 CF 2061, and pertaining to this matter, may I approach with Mr. Snell?
Granted. All right, clear, continue on docket day.
Thank you, Judge.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Mr. Cochran.
I've waived quite a few of my appearances, my people, Your Honor. I have Miss Robin Larson first, Your Honor. I'm going to ask to continue this.
Case number, if you please.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's 25 CF 2472.
All right.
This is a new case. I need to do some depots and things on.
State.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
Continued.
Sorry, Your Honor.
It's continued.
Next, I have Mr. Jason Leet. He has two cases, 26 CF 0024 and 26 CF 0084. Your Honor, I'm going to ask to continue this to 5/11. He's made an appointment to come by my office. There is an offer that he's considering, but he wants to look over some stuff before he accepts. And if he decides to accept it, I'll move it up on the docket.
All right. State.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's continued.
Next, I have Miss Jordan Lewis, Your Honor. This is a PTI. I have the signed paperwork.
Case number.
Oh, sorry, 25 CF 0651.
Thank you.
The paperwork's been signed. There's just a question with probation because she does live out of state. So I'm asked if we can set this on Monday. Then hopefully by then, we have an answer from probation on how this is going to go.
All right. PTI status on docket day.
Next, I have Mr. Michael Lindsay, 25 CF 1221. Your Honor, I'm going to ask to continue him to 5/11. There is an offer we're working on. I need to discuss it more with my client, or he needs to give me some paperwork. And he lives in the Keys, so coordinating a meeting is a little difficult.
State.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's continued.
Next, I have Mr. Ashante Lovelace, 24 CF 2244. Your Honor, there is a depot we need to do. The witness is now in the Walt County Jail, so we know where he is. I'm getting with Mr. Gomez so we can set up a time to go do this depot. So I would ask for the 5/11 court date.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
5/11.
Next, I have Mr. Ronnie Lowe, Your Honor, case number 25 CF 2408. I believe the state has an announcement on that case.
Yes, Your Honor, we had submitted a restitution order, actually today. Mr. Lowe went and paid that amount, so at this time we'll be announcing a Noel Frost of 25 CF 2408.
Case is no prost.
Next, I have Mr. Philip Lazinski, Your Honor, 25 CF 0161. Your Honor, we are working out a date between the state and my witness doctor on a date and time that will work for everyone. So I'm going to ask to leave this set for to continue this to 5/11, and hopefully by then the plea may have already gone, or it'll be around that time that it goes.
No objection, Your Honor.
Matters continue 5/11.
Next, I have Miss Jordan Lakari, 25 CF 1853. Your Honor, I need to continue this to set depots. I'm going to ask for the 5/11 court date.
And whose depots do we need to take?
I need the victim, and there's some witnesses that my client is getting me names. I met with her last week, and I asked her to send me a list of the names she wants me to depose so I can disclose those to the state.
State.
State has no objection, Your Honor.
All right.
Next, I have Mr. Robert Lucero Durgan, case number 25 CF 2418. Your Honor, I'm going to ask to set this for 5/11. I have a counter offer to discuss with the state. And also, in conjunction with this case, there was a Walton County case that we're trying to get records for.
State,
No objection, Your Honor.
it's continued.
Your Honor, Mr. Joshua McAllister, 25 CF 2131. Your Honor, I'm looking at a motion to suppress here. I'm asked to set it for 5/11, and I'll have the state an answer in the next 2 weeks if I'm going to file that motion or not. And if we come to a resolution, I'll move that up if I don't file the motion.
No objection from the state.
I got it.
It's continued.
Thank you, Your Honor. Next, I have Mr. Andreas McCorvey, case number 25 CF 1942. He is present and approaching. Your Honor, this is going to be a plea this morning. Your Honor, in exchange for a plea of not guilty, the state has agreed to a withhold of adjudication, a 2-year standard probation, 24 hours community service, substance abuse eval and treatment, standard court costs, and public defender fee of $150. I have the signed plea form and the score sheet, if I may approach, Your Honor.
Granted. Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm to testify truthfully in this matter under penalties of perjury?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. You heard what Mr. Cochran said and you signed the written plea form?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
31.
How much school do you have?
Some high school.
You able to read and understand the plea form?
Yes, sir.
And did you do so before you signed it?
Yes, sir.
And it's what you read in the plea form, what Mr. Cochran just announced to me.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand by this plea that you're pleading no contest to the charge?
Yes, sir.
And that tells me you believe the state could prove your guilt and you're not going to contest that.
Yes, sir.
And in this case, you're also waiving your right to a trial by jury where the state would have to prove your guilt to that jury.
Yes, sir.
Adjudication will be withheld. You're going to be on 2 years of standard probation with your community service hours, your evaluation and recommended treatment, and the fees and costs that were announced. Is that what you understand?
Yes, sir.
And what, Madam, I'm sorry, what, the public defender, what are the standard fees and costs, Madam Clerk?
$650.
All right,
Your Honor, the state has agreed that my client can buy out those hours if needed.
so ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, with that, has Mr. Cochran answered all your questions about the plea and how it affects you?
Yes, sir.
And are you satisfied with what he's done for you?
Yes, sir.
The court will find the plea to be freely and voluntarily entered into and will accept the plea. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Next, I have Mr. Corey Morado, 25 CF 2450. He's present and approaching, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'm asked to continue this to 5/11. There is a plea I need to review with my client, as well as some evidence that I need to review with him. And if we do reach a resolution, we'll set it up.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
All right, matter will be continued to 5/11.
Thank you.
Thank you now.
Next, I have Miss Ann Mosley, 24 CF 2571. Your Honor, I realize this case is 16 months old. I'd ask for one more continuance. My client has some people she wants me to depose. One of them is Miss Gibson, who took over Miss Mosley's business There's some crossover there with whether or not they may be liable for some of this. So I really need to depose her based on what my client has told me.
All right, State.
No objection.
Now, we was looking back at the notes, there were some issues about the total amount of restitution that was being demanded. Has that been?
That's part of what this deposition is going to help us resolve.
So the state has told you what that is at this point, and you want to inquire as to those amounts?
Yes, I think we've got a number.
All right, so I'm clear.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, it'll be continued to 5/11 then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you now, good day.
Next, I have Mr. Ryan Moss, Your Honor, 25 CF 1562. He is present and approaching. Your Honor, I am asked to continue this to 5/11. I'm still waiting on some evidence. There should be some medical records coming through that we haven't received yet. Your Honor,
Set it for docket day for a potential resolution, Your Honor.
okay, where is that? This, yeah. So we'll set it at 3:16, plea or continue, Your Honor.
Yes, sir, please continue on docket day. Stay in touch with Mr. Cochran and be back on Monday, okay?
Mr. Derek Newman, Your Honor. Case number 25 CF 982 and 25 CF 2188. Your Honor, I'm going to ask to continue this to 5/11. I just received some additional reports this morning. I got a notice of discovery this morning. I don't even know what those reports are yet.
State.
I was trying to look at the reports that were shared. However, there is no objection. I was just gonna inquire with Mr. Cochran if his client objects to us getting his fingerprints for purposes of the prior conviction comparison.
You want to do that now?
If you're objecting, I can file the motion and we can set it for another day. Otherwise, it would be okay for me to receive his prints from deputy.
There's no objection, Your Honor, to the fingerprints being taken this morning.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Cochran.
Your Honor, that concludes my my people who are present. I'm going to let Mr. McKinney address his.
All right, well, I show,
I have other cases, but that's all I have.
okay, I'm sorry. All right, go ahead, Mr. McKinney.
Judge, I have Hunter Wagaman in the courtroom, followed by Brian Womble. Mr. Wagaman is approaching in 24 CF 859. In this case, along with several others in Division 1, have the same witness that we are going through the 2E process to get to the position for deposition. And we're trying to be efficient since it's the same witness over several cases in both divisions. So I'm going to request a continuance until May 11th so that we can try to complete that. It's the one witness that we need to depose in this case and several Division 1 cases.
All right, State.
Wagaman, 2E issue, investigator Keel.
Oh, yes, no objection, I'm sorry.
All right, 5/11.
Yes, sir. If we need any assistance from the court for anything, we'll certainly reach out.
All right, thank you.
Brian Womble. Mr. Womble is here in 25 CF 2277. We've reached an agreement. The agreement calls for Mr. Womble to enter a plea to 2 lesser included of possession of paraphernalia. Both of these are misdemeanors. Madam Clerk, it's 893-1471. And each of those lesser included, there will be an adjudication of guilt, 12 months probation. He'll be supervised by JCS. Special conditions include substance abuse evaluation, 24 hours community service work, random urinalysis, no drugs without prescription, standard court cost. Standard cost of supervision for JCS. May I approach?
Granted. Raise your right hand, please. You swear affirm to testify truthfully in this matter under penalties of perjury?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down. You heard what Mr. McKinney said, and you signed the written plea form?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're pleading no contest to the lesser included offense and waiving your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
You'll be adjudicated guilty beyond 12 months of probation with the fees and costs, evaluation and recommended treatment, and the community service hours with the costs that were announced.
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea to be freely and voluntarily entered into. Will accept the plea.
Judge, I provided the QR code for him to report to JCS.
Very good, thank you.
Sean Watson, followed by Michael White. Mr. Sean Watson is present and approaching in 2 case numbers, 24 CF 343 and 24 CF 1016. Ms. Leone has taken over these cases from Ms. Berickman. I believe it would be the state's position to take the 24 CF 1016 case to trial first. I know that was my discussion with Ms. Berickman.
That would be fine.
So at this time, what I would like to do, if the court will allow, is to set this for a date certain. I would ask for the next cycle. We are engaged with an expert that I do not anticipate listing, but is helping us go through the digital evidence in this case. We have been doing this, and there's one meeting that needs to take place between Mr. Watson, myself, and the expert via telephone. And given the seriousness of the case, and I would ask the state to put the sentencing guidelines on the record for his cases.
1 second. The score sheet that I have show a least permissible sentence of 537 months.
And Judge, I believe this is heading towards a trial. I would ask for a date certain for that. I would ask for the next cycle only to make sure that I have the appropriate time with Mr. Watson and the expert to make sure that we have explored every issue we possibly can.
And so the court's clear, this is a consulting expert, not a retained expert?
Correct.
Okay.
It's over the state's objection, Your Honor. State is ready for trial.
Right. We'll continue this for 5/11 with the understanding that it'll be set for that cycle.
Yes, sir, and we will plan to do so. Thank you. Michael White, followed by Brent Whitner. Judge, this is Michael White before the court in 25 CF 1696. May I approach with Mr. Snell related to this case?
Granted.
And Judge, in this matter, we're going to seek a continuance and ask for a status date to be set on April 16th.
It'll be continued 5/11, status on 4/16 for service of the subpoena.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, keep in contact with me. Mr. Brent Whitner, followed by Keith Williams. Judge, this is Mr. Brent Whitner before the court in 25 CF 629. Judge, this is a pay and dismiss status for Mr. Whitner. I believe that he is still working towards paying off those amounts. I've discussed it with Mr. Snell. We're going to request a continuance until May 11th with the anticipation that Mr. Whitner is going to work on taking care of business.
State?
That's no objection.
All right, 5/11, keep working on it. Keep Mr. McKinney informed. Thank you.
Keith Williams. Mr. Keith Williams is approaching in 24 CF 2769. Judge, I did receive the mitigation report from Dr. McDonald late on Friday. I haven't even had a chance to share that with Mr. Snell yet. I have discussed it very briefly with Mr. Keith Williams in court today. I am going to request a continuance so that I can discuss that mitigation report with Mr. Williams, because I do believe it will impact how we proceed forward. Given the amount of time that Dr. McDonald spent in preparing the report back from October, I would like to spend time with Mr. Williams to review that and decide how we want to move forward.
State?
No objection.
It's continued.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
And if we reach an agreement, we will certainly add this on to an earlier date. No, right now, it's going to be May 11th, but you're going to come talk to me. We're going to review that report. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Christopher Williamson, followed by Kyle Wood. Judge, this is Mr. Christopher Williamson before the court in 25 CF 1895. I would ask that we come back on docket day, plea, or continue in this matter. I need to discuss the state's offer.
What is the state's offer?
Judge, we had discussed the potential for probation for Mr. Williamson, but we had not discussed specific time periods or terms. And I want to review the work that we've done with Mr. Williamson ahead of Monday. Because we have completed the depositions.
All right. Plea or continue on docket day.
Make sure you make an appointment to continue. Kyle Wood. Judge, this is Mr. Kyle Wood before the court in 25 CF 1980. In this case, we did receive the discovery last week. I had a chance to review it. I would request a continuance so that I can set depositions. We were waiting to get and review the discovery before doing so. I believe that request is out to the state attorney's office for a date.
There's no objection.
5/11.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Wood.
Make an
Good day.
appointment to come talk to me so we can go through everything. Erica Woods. Yes. Okay, Judge, I'll ask to call Ms. Woods in just a moment. It looks like she just stepped out. I'll turn it over to Mr. Koch.
Judge, first, if I may call, last name Stevens, first name Bonacia, and this case number 25 CF 763. Bonacia Stevens. Judge, I'm seeking a continuance to 5/11. My client has been maintaining contact, having appointments with me. She's going to give me some medical paperwork, including some valid prescription paperwork, Your Honor.
State?
No objection.
All right, 5/11. Stay in touch with Mr. Koch and be back on 5/11, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Just give me that paperwork. Next, Your Honor, Mr. Kervin St. Jean, who's present and approaching. This is 25 CF 2107. Kervin St. Jean. Excellent. Your Honor, I'm seeking to put this on Monday's docket. Clear continuance. Me and Mr. Snell this morning discussed a resolution in his case. So Mr. Snell still needs to review it, but I'm confident we can get a resolution Monday.
So clear, continue on docket day.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Stay in touch with Mr. Koch, be back on Monday, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
9 o'clock Monday. All right, ready to go. That's all I have out of custody, but if I may call Mr. Samir Padilla, who's present and approaching. This is 25 CF 2189. 25 CF 2189, Mr. Padilla. I previously represented Mr. Padilla, and there was an order signed to relieve us. Just want to address it.
Your Honor, let me make sure, I'm gonna pull the email up. I believe Mr. Padilla is now represented by, I believe it's Seidlitz Law. It's a law firm out of Tampa. They had contacted us, I believe it was last night, and I think Ms. Natalia may have made a note on your docket about, there was an emergency situation, and they asked for an emergency continuance. Seeing as though they just recently got the case, the state is not, I informed them I wouldn't object to a continuance, and I would let you know that they did contact Ms. Natalia. I believe it was like Sunday, like 9, asking for that emergency continuance if something can come up. So.
Yes, they filed their motion, looks like about 10 o'clock last night. And I do see the note on the docket. Does the state have no objection?
No objection, no.
And it looks like, not really sure when, looks like they were appointed, excuse me, they were just, made their notice of appearance on 19 February, so, all right, so I'll grant the continuance to 5/11. Get in touch with your lawyer, and be back on 5/11, okay? Thank you, sorry you had to wait.
That's all right.
All right, thank you now, good day.
That's all I had, Your Honor, present.
Judge, I have two more. And that is Jesse Wise.
Yes.
Jesse Wise is present and approaching in 25 CF 1262. I'd like to come back on docket day for change of plea. I need to work with Mr. Snell on the counts that we intend to enter a plea to. As charged, he currently scores 27 months. We are working out an agreement for probation.
All right.
I expect restitution is going to be the driving factor in this agreement.
All right, plea will continue on docket day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you now, good day.
And then I have Erica Woods, present in the courtroom in 25 CF 2238. And Judge, I did receive and review the discovery for Ms. Woods last week. I would like an opportunity to set depositions for Ms. Woods, so I'm going to request a continuance to 5/11 to do so. I believe that my office has reached out to Mr. Snell's office to coordinate that.
No objection.
All right, matter be continued 5/11. Stay in touch with your lawyer and be back then, okay?
Yes, sir. This is Sam. Thank you.
Okay, so.
All right.
All right, next, Your Honor. I have Mr. Jeffrey Melvin, 25 CF 2449. Your Honor, I'm going to ask to continue this to 5/11. I need to depose the victim. And there's some documents I need to show the state.
Say there's no objection.
All right, continue to 5/11.
Next, I have Mr. Tyler Merritt, 25 CF 1686. Your Honor, I'm asking to continue this to 5/11 for depots. I also need a FDLE report. And this has, the docket has an August arrest date, but he wasn't arrested in August for this. That was a separate arrest.
Who is it you need to take the depot of?
Some officers that were in the home that led to the search. And we're also awaiting the FDLE report.
And when was the report submitted?
We requested it back when we did intake. I'm trying to actually find the exact date. I will say, sometimes there's a delay on marijuana testing. So I will try to expedite that. I have the email of the lab, the head of the lab for our region, and I will make sure that we get that expedited.
And I will have to depose the lab tech also after I get that report.
Any idea what the delay is?
May we approach, Judge?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, we'll do that.
Next, I have Ms. Tia Miller, Your Honor, 25 CF 1534. Your Honor, she was here this morning. She is undergoing cancer treatment. So I haven't had a chance to speak to her. She's been out of state doing treatment. So I would ask for a continuance to 5/11 so I can sit down with her and go over some of the documents that I have that she wants to see before she resolves this. It's likely going to be a plea, or it will be a plea. It's just she wants to see some stuff before we go.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. 511.
Next, I have Mr. Pham Minh, case number 25 CF 2243. Your Honor, I'm going to ask for 511 on this also. There is some questions about his criminal history that I need to, from out-of-state records, I need to get, and I need to sit down with him and go over those. I advised him to make an appointment with my office. He was here this morning. I advised him to call my office immediately and make an appointment.
There's no objection there, Your Honor.
All right, it's continued 511.
Next, I have Miss Adriana Moore, 26 CF 0014. Your Honor, I'm going to ask for the 511. This is possibly going to mental health court, so it may fall off the docket.
State?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. 511.
Mr. Aiden Morrill, 25 CF 2148. Your Honor, I'm going to ask for 511. This is possibly going to be a PTI, so it's likely that it may fall off between now and then.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, I anticipated, he is a co-defendant that I think we briefly spoken about earlier, that we have part of the restitution amount determined, but there were some other items that were listed, and so I requested my victim advocate reach back out to make sure with the victim before we entered the agreement, that is the full amount of restitution, because I didn't see that it encompassed all of the items that were allegedly to have been taken. So I just wanted to make sure that we had that correct number before we entered into the agreement.
All right.
Next, I have Ms. Candace Murphy, 24 CF 1596. If we can set this for the April 16th status date, this is a PTI. Now that we got the confusion with probation figured out, it'll likely be taken care of by that date, but I just asked for a set status on that date.
You mean they're going to start suing them on Zoom? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know how they're going to do it, but.
So PTI status?
Yes, Your Honor, and just for the record, we've had this PTI signed for quite some time. We were just trying to get the out-of-state ideas fleshed out.
All right.
Next, I have Mr. Dennis Myrick, 25 CF 1885. Your Honor, I'm going to ask for 511 on this. The state and I need to discuss some things that I saw in the video, and I guess he has some things to discuss with me.
No objection, Your Honor.
Well, that's a wide-ranging statement. Will these discussions tend to resolve the case?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor, they will.
Okay. All right. Is there kind of agreement on what you saw in the video that may change the status of the case? Is that what you
We have
trying to say?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. I'll continue it to 511 then.
Next, I have Mr. Ryan Nano, 25 CF 2049. Your Honor, this is also a possible PTI. I'd ask for 511 with it likely falling off.
No, so this for docket day.
Is that for docket day? Okay.
So PTI status on docket day?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Scott, let me address this for me. I have a Mr. Luan Nguyen, 23 CF 2595, and 25 CF 2373. Your Honor, I'm going to ask to set this for 5/11. This does have a VOP, and the state wants some jail time on that, so I need to sit down with him, have a heart-to-heart, figure out where we're going to go with this.
What is the offer?
I think it's a county here.
It was an adjudication of guilt, revoke and terminate supervision, 9 months in the Okaloosa County Jail, Your Honor.
All right. You agree to the continuance?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, 5/11.
Next, I have Mr. David Nichols, 25 CF 1984. Your Honor, I'm asking for 5/11. I'm still waiting on a video from law enforcement that I have not received yet.
No objection, Your Honor. I'll be working on getting that video to Mr. Cochran.
All right, 5/11.
And finally, I have Mr. James Olmberg, 26 CF 0083. Your Honor, I'd ask to continue this. This is first time up for depots, 5/11, please.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
It's continued to 5/11.
And I believe that's all I have on the docket.
Well, now, I don't show this the first time. Well, 2/12, we had arraignment, that's right, never mind.
Yes, Your
What about Trenton O'Mara?
Honor. He's in custody, Your Honor.
Okay, sorry.
She's also in custody.
So you have a minute sheet for Friskish, Mosley?
He's also in custody.
I hope when they finally get the new system and they start talking to each other that we'll, hopefully.
I believe that concludes my business, Your Honor.
All right.
Am I good, Madam Clerk? Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Your Honor, I'll start from the top. Last name, Parada Alvarado. First name, Mariana. Case number 25 CF 2133.
2133.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Judge,
Desiree, I'm not sure. Parada Alvarado.
Parada Alvarado. This is, you filed the waiver, Your Honor. We have a depot set with the alleged victim on 4/17, seeking a continuance to 5/11 docket.
That's correct, Your Honor. No objection.
It's continued.
Next, Your Honor, last name Parker, first name Jeffrey, 25 CF 2419. Judge, client was present this morning. I did file a waiver. We have a current 2-year probation offer. I'm seeking a continuance to 5/11 to review the body camera with my client.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
It's continued to 5/11.
Next case, Judge, last name Patrizzi, first name William, 25 CF 1929.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I did file a waiver. We have 4 depositions set on April 17th. This is currently there's a 3-year probation offer, and I'm seeking a continuance to 5/11.
State.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's continued.
Next case, Judge, last name Peyton, first name Miguel, and that's 25 CF 2199.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I have 8 depositions set for May 4th.
8?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You just like spending time with me, Judge, that's what it is.
See, it's a unique case, Judge. And client was present this morning. I did file a waiver. I'm seeking the continuance to 5/11. The current offer is 16.95 months DOC.
State.
No objection.
All right, it's continued.
Next case, Judge, last name Pearson, first name William, case number 25 CF 1781. We had a deposition on February 9th, Your Honor, and the alleged victim was not located. I don't know if Mr. Gomez wants to put this on docket day to see if we can find a AV.
Yeah, sure, that's good, it's set for docket day.
All right, docket day it is.